to NFF, to all the players. We have information materials, and we organize seminars for also our athletes generally. And there's what we call World Anti-Doping Code, yep, which they are aware of. There's what we call, we say, ADAM system, which is Anti-Doping Administration and Management System, which the athletes log on. We log on and we give them necessary information on that. And from that, we know their whereabouts, and they can be tested at any time to make sure they are clean. Information is essential to keep all our footballers and athletes clean.
Okay, let's still, you quite rightly hinted that most of these players, most of these athletes already know the rules. But it begs the question, yes, what's is it down to the desire to win? I mean, I just want to get your opinion here. Is it down to the desire to win that makes people want to spike their system, or just pure ignorance? Talking about people from this part of the world, because we've seen some athletes, you know, from Africa, some claim ignorance, some are aware, some claim ignorance. But is wanting to win the only motivation for doping violations?
Not wanting to win is not the only motivation. Okay. You see, that's what we call intentional doping, and that's what we call unintentional doping. You see, so those that dope intentionally know what they are doing, but for unintentional doping, it's ignorance.
Okay.
And for intentional doping, you know, there are so many reasons. Some for the media hype, for the financial incentives associated with it, and even for the involvement of government. So when we say, go and win and collect $50,000, what have we put into the preparation? So that's another thing. Nutrition is another factor. There are so many factors that cause doping.
Okay, hopefully all those factors, I mean, when you eventually hold that seminar, you can, you're able to sensitize athletes as to the dangers of certain behaviors. Let's bring it back home now. And let's talk about the athletes that we have in Nigeria. How much data, I mean, the home-based athletes, how much data do you have on them in terms of doping? We know the situation about the biological passports. I mean, does that apply to the home-based athletes that we have here?
Oh, yes. You know, doping cut across all strata of the society, right from the infant stage to the international level. So, in regards to athletes' biological passports, we get that when we test the athletes, we keep their records, and when we know that, okay, this time around, the level of testosterone is this, is standard rate, and at the point you are tested and there's an increase, so, okay, what the hell is wrong? There's something wrong. Okay. So with the issue of the biological passport, we'll be able to dig more into that to confirm whether it's worse, you have a medical problem, or you have introduced testosterone into your system. So that will help us to know which way to go so that athletes are not punished unjustly.
Okay, so that's in play definitely in Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Let's just run it all off by talking about Russia. I mean, we can't talk about doping and not talk about Russia. I mean, the IAAF came out just a couple of days ago to continue its ban on Russia. You know, basically, they're not compliant according to the IAAF, as well as the World Anti-Doping Agency. Why do you think it's taking so long for Russia to put their house in order?
You know what happened in Russia is a state-sponsored doping. You know, it's a lot. The McLaren investigation revealed a lot of things.
Okay.
So for them it's not easy for them to clear so many bad things. You know, it's easy to bring a building down, but to construct, it becomes difficult. Now, the Rosada cannot do anything, cannot perform any anti-doping activity in Russia. They have to rely on UK, that's UK anti-doping,
right,
to carry out their anti-doping programs. There are a lot of things set up by WADA that they are supposed to comply with. Yeah, they are trying, but it's going to be a long way. Not forgetting the fact that all members WADA Executive Committee, we have to meet, take a look at the report of how far they have gone before a decision can be taken. So they are not finding it easy. It's better not to allow the ban or sanction to come up, rather than getting the sanction. When the sanction is applied, to get out of the sanction is always very difficult.
Oh, okay. Hopefully Russia can, resolve whatever issues that they have so they can return to the international sporting community as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Femi Ayoride, for joining us on the show today. Hopefully, whenever we call on you next time, you will answer. So that's Femi Ayoride, CEO of the National Anti-Doping Committee, that's for Nigeria, telling us a lot about how to prevent doping and how to sensitize athletes and ensure that they don't get in trouble. So we need to go on a break now. When we come back, we'll be focusing on the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. The draw is tomorrow.